Why most seniors don't make it to 85, the 6 hidden mistakes that slowly kill. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad you've joined us. This is a place where we talk about living well, staying healthy, and finding joy in our golden years. Today, I want to have a heart-to-heart with you about something that's been on my mind a lot lately. Why so many seniors don't make it to 85, and the hidden mistakes that might be holding them back. I'm not here to scare you, but to share some wisdom, some stories, and some practical advice to help you live a longer, happier, healthier life. You see, I've spent years talking to people just like you, folks in their 50s, 60s, and beyond who want to thrive, not just survive as they age. I've heard your stories, your struggles, and your dreams, and I've seen patterns, little things that, over time, can make a big difference in whether someone reaches 85 with energy and joy or struggles with health issues that could have been prevented. Today, I'm going to walk you through 6 hidden mistakes that can slowly chip away at your health and vitality. These aren't the obvious things like smoking or eating junk food all day. These are subtle, sneaky habits that many of us don't even realize we're doing. Think of this as a conversation between you and me, like we're sitting down with a cup of coffee or tea, sharing stories and insights. I'll share examples from real people I've met. Folks like Susan, a retired teacher from Ohio, or John, a former mechanic from Manchester. Their stories will help bring these lessons to life. And don't worry, I'm not just going to point out problems. For every mistake, I'll give you practical, doable steps to fix it, so you can take control of your health and live the vibrant life you deserve. Before we dive in, I want to remind you, you're not alone on this journey. Aging is a gift, a chance to live with wisdom and purpose, but it takes intention to make the most of it. So grab a notebook if you want to jot down some ideas, and let's get started. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to avoid these 6 hidden mistakes and set yourself up for a long, healthy, joyful life. Mistake number 1. Neglecting small aches and pains. Let's start with something we've all done at some point. Ignoring those little aches and pains. Maybe it's a twinge in your knee when you climb the stairs, or a stiff shoulder that bothers you in the morning. You tell yourself, oh, it's just part of getting older, and you push through. But here's the truth, friends. Those small signals from your body are like warning lights on your car's dashboard. Ignore them, and you're setting yourself up for bigger problems down the road. I met Susan, a 62-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, who learned this the hard way. Susan loved gardening, but she started noticing pain in her lower back after long days in her flower beds. She brushed it off as old age and kept going. Over time, that pain turned into chronic sciatica, which limited her ability to walk, garden, or even sleep comfortably. By the time she saw a doctor, she needed months of physical therapy, and she admitted she could have avoided it if she'd listened to her body sooner. Why does this matter? Small aches can be early signs of issues like arthritis, muscle imbalances, or even poor posture. If you ignore them, they can lead to chronic pain, reduced mobility, or even injuries that make it hard to stay active. And staying active is one of the biggest keys to living to 85 and beyond. What to do instead? Listen to your body. If you feel pain that lasts more than a few days or keeps coming back, don't ignore it. Write down when it happens, what you are doing and how it feels. See a professional early. A doctor, physical therapist, or a chiropractor can catch small issues before they become big ones. For example, a physical therapist might recommend exercises to strengthen your core, which could fix that back pain. Stay active but smart. Low-impact activities like walking, swimming, or yoga can keep your joints and muscles strong without stressing them. Susan started doing gentle yoga, and it made a world of difference for her back. Try this. Commit to checking in with your body once a week. Ask yourself, is anything bothering me? Should I get this looked at? It's a small habit that can save you a lot of trouble. Mistake number 2, skimping on sleep. Next up, let's talk about sleep. I know. Life gets busy, and sometimes sleep feels like a luxury. Maybe you're staying up late watching TV, scrolling on your phone, or worrying about the kids or grandkids. But here's something that might surprise you. Poor sleep is one of the biggest silent killers for seniors. I remember John, a 67-year-old former mechanic from Manchester, England. John was proud of how little sleep he needed. 5 hours a night, tops. He'd brag about being tough and getting by on coffee. But over time, he started feeling foggy, irritable, and tired all the time. His blood pressure crept up, and he gained weight. When he finally saw a doctor, they linked his symptoms to chronic sleep deprivation. Lack of sleep was stressing his heart, messing with his metabolism, and even affecting his memory. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's when your body repairs itself, regulates hormones, and strengthens your immune system. Skimp on sleep, and you're more likely to deal with heart disease, diabetes, depression, and even dementia. Studies show that adults over 50 need 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night to stay healthy. What to do instead? Create a sleep routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This trains your body to expect rest. Make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Keep it dark, cool, and quiet. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows. John got blackout curtains, and it helped him sleep an extra hour a night. Limit screens before bed. The blue light from phones and TVs can mess with your sleep hormones. Try reading a book or listening to calming music instead. Talk to your doctor if you're struggling. Conditions like sleep apnea or insomnia are common in seniors and can be treated. Here's a challenge. For the next week, aim for at least 7 hours of sleep each night. Track how you feel, your energy, mood, and focus. You might be amazed at the difference. Mistake number 3. Eating for convenience, not health. Let's move on to food. Now, I'm not here to lecture you about kale smoothies or cutting out all your favorite treats. But one mistake I see a lot is eating for convenience, grabbing fast food, frozen meals, or snacks because they're quick and easy. Over time, this can take a serious toll on your health. Take Linda, a 58-year-old office manager from California. Linda was always on the go, so she relied on microwave dinners and takeout. She didn't think much of it until she was diagnosed with prediabetes. Her doctor pointed out that her diet, high in processed carbs, sugar, and sodium, was spiking her blood sugar and putting her at risk for heart disease. Linda was shocked. She thought she was eating okay because she wasn't gaining weight. Processed foods are often loaded with hidden sugars, unhealthy fats, and sodium, which can lead to inflammation, high blood pressure, and weight gain. For seniors, a poor diet also increases the risk of chronic diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and even some cancers. But eating well doesn't have to be complicated or boring. What to do instead? Focus on whole foods. Fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats, like avocado or nuts. Give your body the nutrients it needs. Linda started making simple meals like grilled chicken with roasted veggies, and her blood sugar improved. Plan ahead. Batch cook healthy meals on weekends, so you have good options during the week. A slow cooker is a lifesaver for easy, nutritious dinners. Read labels. Look for low sodium, low sugar, and minimal additives. If a product has a long list of ingredients you can't pronounce, it's probably not the best choice. Treat yourself in moderation. You don't have to give up ice cream or pizza. Just save them for special occasions. Try this. Pick one meal this week to make from scratch, using fresh ingredients. Notice how your body feels afterward. Small changes like this add up. Mistake number 4, isolating yourself. This one's a biggie, and it's close to my heart. Social isolation. As we age, it's easy to drift away from friends and family. Maybe your kids have moved out, your spouse has passed away, or you retired and lost touch with coworkers. But staying connected isn't just nice. It's essential for your health. I met Margaret, a 70-year-old widow from London. After her husband passed, Margaret stopped going out. She felt lonely but didn't want to bother anyone. Over time, she became depressed, stopped exercising, and even lost her appetite. Her doctor warned that loneliness was raising her risk of heart disease and cognitive decline. Research backs this up. Social isolation is as harmful to your health as smoking or obesity. Humans are wired for connection. Relationships give us purpose, reduce stress, and even boost our immune systems. Seniors who stay socially active tend to live longer and have sharper minds. What to do instead? Reach out, call a friend, join a club, or volunteer. Margaret started attending a local book club and made new friends who lifted her spirits. Use technology. Video calls or social media can help you stay connected, especially if loved ones live far away. Find a community. Look for senior centers, church groups, or hobby classes in your area. Even a weekly coffee date with a neighbor can make a difference. Be proactive. Don't wait for others to invite you. Take the first step. Invite someone for a walk or a chat. Here's a goal. This week, connect with one person you haven't talked to in a while. It could be a phone call, a text, or an in-person visit. You'll feel the difference. Mistake number 5, skipping mental stimulation. Let's talk about your brain. A lot of folks think memory loss or mental decline is just part of aging, but that's not entirely true. Your brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. Skipping mental stimulation is a hidden mistake that can lead to cognitive decline, dementia, or just feeling foggy. I met Robert, a 65-year-old retiree from Texas. After retiring, Robert spent most of his days watching TV. He noticed he was forgetting names, losing track of conversations, and feeling bored. His daughter encouraged him to try new activities, and he started doing crossword puzzles and learning Spanish. Within months, he felt sharper and more engaged. Your brain thrives on challenge and novelty. Activities that make you think, learn, or solve problems keep your mind strong and reduce the risk of dementia. Plus, they make life more fun. What to do instead? Learn something new. Take up a hobby like painting, gardening, or playing an instrument. Robert's Spanish lessons gave him a sense of purpose. Challenge your brain. Puzzles, Sudoku, or brain training apps are great for keeping your mind sharp. Read and discuss. Join a book club, or read articles and talk about them with friends. It's a double win for mental and social health. Stay curious. Ask questions, explore new topics, or watch documentaries. Lifelong learning keeps your brain young. Try this. Pick one new activity to stimulate your brain this week. It could be a puzzle, a new recipe, or even a free online course. See how it feels to challenge your mind. Mistake number 6, ignoring stress. Finally, let's talk about stress. We all deal with it. Worries about money, health, or family can weigh heavily. But chronic stress is like poison for your body. It raises your blood pressure, weakens your immune system, and even speeds up aging. I met Diane, a 60-year-old nurse from Chicago. Diane was always stressed, juggling work, caring for her aging parents, and worrying about her finances. She started having headaches, trouble sleeping, and chest pain. Her doctor warned that stress was putting her at risk for a heart attack. Diane realized she had to make changes to protect her health. Stress doesn't just feel bad. It physically harms your body. It releases hormones like cortisol that, over time, can damage your heart, brain, and immune system. For seniors, managing stress is critical to living a long, healthy life. What to do instead? Practice relaxation techniques. Deep breathing, meditation, or prayer can calm your mind. Diane started doing 10 minutes of meditation each morning, and it lowered her stress levels. Move your body. Exercise, even a short walk, reduces stress hormones and boosts your mood. Talk it out. Share your worries with a friend, therapist, or support group. Sometimes, just saying it out loud helps. Focus on what you can control. Make a list of what's stressing you out and tackle one thing at a time. Let go of what you can't change. Here's a simple practice. Try a 5-minute breathing exercise today. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Do it when you're feeling overwhelmed. It's a small step that can make a big difference. Well, friends, we've covered a lot today. We talked about 6 hidden mistakes that can slowly chip away at your health and keep you from reaching 85 with vitality, neglecting small aches and pains, skimping on sleep, eating for convenience, isolating yourself, skipping mental stimulation, and ignoring stress. These aren't dramatic, headline-grabbing problems, but they're sneaky and they add up over time. But here's the good news. You have the power to change course. Each of these mistakes comes with practical, doable solutions. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Start small. Maybe it's scheduling that doctor's appointment, cooking one healthy meal, or calling a friend. Every step you take is a step toward a longer, happier, healthier life. I think of people like Susan, John, Linda, Margaret, Robert, and Diane. They all faced challenges, but they made changes that transformed their health and their outlook. You can do the same. You're not just aging. You're growing wiser, stronger, and more resilient. And you deserve to live your golden years with joy, energy, and purpose. So, here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing from today's video to work on this week. Maybe it's getting more sleep, reaching out to a friend, or trying a new hobby. Leave a comment below and let me know what you're going to try. I read every single one, and I love hearing from you. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. Together, we can spread the word about living well as we age. Before I go, I want to leave you with a quote that's been on my mind. The greatest wealth is health. That's from the Roman poet Virgil, and it's as true today as it was 2,000 years ago. Take care of yourself, my friends, because you are worth it. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay happy, and keep shining.